Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Sprint 263 review. This was a normal 2-week sprint, but we did have a US holiday in the middle for one day. Let's get started. I'll start with the overview, Gilbert on the UI, Adam on providers, Joe on the platform, and Keenan on the API. As you can see, we had 59 PRs merged this sprint, and an equal split between bugs and enhancements and a few others. And over to Gilbert on the UI.
Thanks, Jason. So for the UI, starting with UI Classic, Elsa fixed the alert with event threshold bug. Adam fixed the configuration job controller using Ansible Tower. Adam also added Terraform Enterprise Catalog support. I fixed the Git refresh form and the jQuery override. Joe did a follow-up PR explaining why we have two script text converters with our jQuery overrides. Uh, I removed the console log that was left over in our jQuery override PR. I fixed the settings tag category edit page. I updated yarn.lock with the latest dependencies. Joe fixed the Cypress test to reflect the new FQ name format. Jason inlined a singularly used helper into VM common and dropped JString helper method. And then follow up to all the jQuery stuff, we ended up reverting jQuery 3.7.1 back to 2.2.4 and all the follow-up PRs that came with it. Next slide. Adam fixed the incorrect Ansible Tower references. Um, Adam also used service template.available managers for AWX/Ansible Tower. Jason added back in the details for Yarn audit pending list. Also remove diagnostics orphan data tab from the application settings page. Jason fixed the wait for task comparison of string with 5000. A test for catalog controller set form vars was also fixed, or sorry, tests were added for that. The Cypress tests were fixed with the timing and element existence by Joe. Joe removed the redundant catalog variables, extra vars for Terraform template, and Joe fixed Cypress again with another follow-up PR. One more slide. And then finally, UI service. We updated yarn.lock with the latest dependencies, and then Jason added back in the details for Yarn audit pending list. That's it for the UI. Next is Adam.
Thanks, Gilbert. For core of this sprint, we added an available managers method for a couple of automation service templates. Previously, there was an assumption in the catalog controller in the UI that all automation managers were Ansible Tower. So when we added more types, the dropdown would show all automation providers, not just ones for that particular template. So this is the way that we were able to get that working. We also added the Terraform Enterprise slash HCP Terraform provider, so this should work for the cloud hosted or the on-premise version. A couple of Ansible Tower references that were in base classes, so the theme here is also fixing assumptions that Automation Manager equals Ansible Tower. There were a couple base classes that had Ansible Tower in the name when they were generic, so we got those fixed up. For embedded Terraform, Manoj removed redundant extra variables from the service dialog. I just noticed a parenthesis missing there. IBM Cloud, we updated the encryption, or sorry, the hash algorithm to SHA-256 for SSH key fingerprints. This was SHA-1, but we are only using this for display on the UI, and we can easily update to a more appropriate hashing algorithm so that we don't get dinged by security scanners. Next slide. For OpenStack, we fixed an uninitialized constant during smart state scanning for OpenStack. This was reported by an upstream community user, just missing require for MIQ VM. And for Terraform Enterprise, this is the culmination of a bunch of work. So once the plugin is included, we were also able to create a run from a workspace so that you can apply the Terraform templates in that workspace, and added service catalog support so that you can build a service catalog item based on a workspace, and it will create a run, which on our side is an orchestration stack, and you can see the progress and the status of that. And that's it for providers. Over to Joe.
Thanks, Adam. For platform enhancements this sprint, Jason added a Slack notification when our GitHub action to generate the English locale file ends with a failure. He also properly indented the output for a test security helper when it runs the Yarn NPM audit. I added a speed up for our Cypress UI testing by providing a way to disable the development mode code reloading when running Cypress. And I also noticed that this Cypress UI logins were pretty slow, and I tracked it down to decrypting the password. So there was a way to decrease the complexity with the bcrypt cost factor value. So I was able to lower it for dev and test to make the test run faster, while production mode is completely unchanged. Next slide. For platform bugs this sprint, Brandon fixed a bug in pods where we weren't pulling the latest Go version that met the major and minor version requirement. Adam fixed the journal D issue, parsing the caller locations, and then he bumped the loggers repo to 1.2.1 to pick up that fix. Adam also bumped Smart State to fix the OpenStack constant problem he mentioned. And he also fixed an issue where getting the host name could be quite complicated with multiple interfaces. And he just let the host name command handle that and left it there. So we don't actually have to deal with that complexity. Next slide.
Oh, over on the API side, just one change. The API notifications, which we call from most pages, just had an N+1 in there. And so we removed extra queries to about a half a dozen objects. So that was there. On to Jason.
All right, and that's all for our Sprint 263 review. The next Sprint Review 264 is on June 11th at the usual place and time. And I'd like to thank all our presenters today, our community, and all the contributors to ManageIQ. Thanks, everyone.